Social engineering attacks are different cons or scams that tricksters use in the digital world. Social engineering attackers exploit human emotion and behaviors to get people to do whatever the hacker wants. Whether it's a fake phone call from a bank or a website designed to look like a popular online store, but with a slightly misspelled address, the goal is to deceive you and to take advantage of unsuspecting victims. Understanding these methods helps protect us from potential threats and keeps us from falling victim to these digital con artists. When it comes to methods, hackers can employ a number of different techniques, such as exploiting people's trust. One way that this is done is via impersonation, which is pretending to be someone else. It relies on the victim trusting the authority of whomever the attacker is pretending to be. For example, an attacker may call someone pretending to be a bank manager. The victim may automatically trust that the bank manager is calling to help them with an account problem. An attacker may also employ urgency, forcing the victim to make a snap decision without thinking. Misinformation or disinformation comes into play when the attacker fabricates a situation in order to get information from you. For example, if you get a card in the mail that says you're a sweepstakes winner, all you have to do is send your driver's license, birthday, and bank account information for an automatic deposit. Now let's break down some common social engineering attacks to explain the typical ways or vectors they're carried out and the areas or attack surfaces they focus on. When it comes to phishing, the vector is an email that looks legitimate but contains malicious links or attachments. The attack surface is the unsuspecting email user. Attackers send legitimate sounding emails trying to get the target to respond to the email or click a link and divulge their personal information. At this point, the hacker has their personal data. Vishing, or voice phishing, is when an attacker fakes an identity and calls the target, trying to get some sort of personal or financial information from them. In this case, the vector is the phone call. The attack surface is the individual who is targeted over the phone. These attackers often pretend to be from a bank or government agency, which lends credibility to their request for sensitive information. Smishing is SMS phishing, or like we call phishing over text message, or even DM, direct messaging. This vector is the SMS text, or perhaps a direct message sent via social media applications. The attack surface is the mobile phone or the app, which the attacker uses to send text with malicious links or requests for personal information. Business email compromise is a specific form of phishing. In this case, someone's business email account has been hacked into, and the attacker uses the trusted account to request fraudulent payments or data from partners and clients. The attack surface essentially is the partner or the client that is targeted by the compromised email account. With pretexting, the attacker creates an elaborate, fabricated scenario to obtain information. This can target individuals or businesses using crafted stories for financial gain or to compromise systems. For example, you get a recorded call from an IRS agent saying there's an arrest warrant out for you. You must call back the number immediately. When you call back, a different person answers the phone and manipulates you to take predefined actions on a more elaborate scale than a typical impersonation call. In a watering hole attack, unsuspecting victims trust a well-known website that has been compromised by attackers. Brand impersonation is pretending to represent a well-known brand or even a celebrity of a well-known figure to manipulate victims. These are often carried out via email or social media, aiming to steal personal or financial information. Typo squatting is when an attacker registers a domain that is actually misspelled but looks very much like a popular website. For instance, going to goggle.com instead of google.com. This type of attack targets internet users who mistype a website address, leading them to malicious sites. In the digital world, social engineering attacks involve tricking people into giving away sensitive information or access, not through hacking technically, but by manipulating human psychology. It's like a con artist scheme, but in the online space. Always be cautious, verify identities, and never share personal or sensitive information without being certain of who you're communicating with.